Welcome back everyone to race 5 of the horse platforming test tournament. It's the final race in the first track and our contestants are ready to make a name for themselves. Everyone's ran the course enough, now it's a true test of skill and mastery. Will Nightlight keep their rank going into the second set? Or will we see an upset to remember? Only time will tell, folks. By the way, I might be sounding a bit sick today. Some of the folks in R&D wanted me to go check out some events and come back with samples. They paid me a bonus for it too, so I took the deal. I could always use the money for treat. They failed to mention most of what I was getting into though. Just woke up later here and was told I'd be fine. They took more blood than I think was needed, but whatever. At least I'm out of there. So just excuse the stuffiness and general lower tone. The contestants have been itching to race, but not all of them from excitement. Like Sin, who went out of their way to give Ubi some comfort in the best way they know how. Playing games together. Sometimes when facing your inner demons, a little distraction is all you need to feel better. Nautical seems to have found out Fern doesn't know how to swim and decided he would try to teach them. At least he was being safe, but maybe that was a little too many floaties. Fern was terrified to swim, so this was a big moment for him. It looks like he eventually got the hang of it though, and over time had all the support removed until he was able to swim on his own. Who knew Nay was a good teacher? Maybe he's not as dumb as people like to believe. It looks like Extension was curious as to how Nil was staying so composed while doing so well in the races. After a long talk and a small meal later, Nil gave EOD the best help he could. A bottle of melatonin gummies. Seems like EOD wasn't giving himself much sleep. Being so high up in the ranks must be stressing him out way too much. Nil still seems calm though, not even fazed by how well he's doing. Either he was confident in his abilities this whole time, or he's too tired to care. Whatever the case is, he still has one more race to get through before getting a break. And speaking of races, it's about to begin. I'm your host, Mike, and this is HPTT Live. Someone get me, water, please. What an upset, folks! It looks like that talk with Nautical did wonders for intricate crafted elegance because that was the best we've ever seen her. It's like she was a completely different player. Calm and composed, she flew through the competition and even beat Nil, who looked to be the one that was going to take home yet another win. Nightlight still got second, however, securing a large safety net of a lead. Maybe this was all a plan to sleep through a few races afterwards. Nautical enunciation came in third, showing that whatever talk they had was mutually beneficial. It was the first time both of these contestants have showed their skills, and what a time to do it. Now, considering this is the final race of the first track, it's time to see the leaderboard and where everyone stands. In first, we have Nil with a massive lead of 35 points, followed by STG with 24. Next, we have a joint tie between SSS and EOD, both sitting at a comfortable 21 points. In fourth, we have Sin with 18, followed by a 1-point gap from 5th to 7th with Ice holding 14, RSR with 13, and Nay with 12. Coming in 8th, we have Bim with 7, and in last place, Ubi with a grand total of 5 points. The only contestant to gain only 1 point every race so far. The gap between first and last is only getting bigger, but nobody is out of the game yet. There's still plenty of time to make a name for yourself, shown by Ice proving they could win. With the first track concluded, we have decided to give you, the audience, a chance to ask questions to a runner in last place. That's right, we have Ubi here with us now for an interview. So good to have you here today. Before I get into the audience's questions, however, I have a question of my own for you. How do you feel after the first 5 races? It must be rough with your biggest competition taking off like that, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Well, I can't say it's not. A little demoralizing, but it could be worse. I could be dead.
I suppose it could be worse, even though you are dead. At least you're trying to keep your spirits up, that's what matters. Now for the audience questions. How did you become a ghost? Were you born as one, or did you die?
Well, yes, some ghosts happen to be born like that, but I was alive once. But, oh, my death was just too tragic, too awful. I just cannot bring myself to remember it.
It must be very impactful to not even have a memory of it anymore. What is your greatest fear?
The ocean. Smile.
That's a fair one. It's mine too. To an extent. I've never actually been out in the sea. As a ghost, can you possess people?
Oh, yes I can. But will I? Who knows?
I have a few people that I think could really use the kick if you ever feel like you want to at some point. What's your opinion on ube?
Ube? Like the root? I like it. It's purple, like me. Oh. Are you talking about her? She seems nice. And she's purple, like me.
That is a defining trait of them all, yeah. Are there any regrets you had in life you want to resolve before you can move on to the next world?
It's hard to remember things from when I was alive, so I'm not sure. If I were to guess, it could have either been something really silly or really petty.
I suppose that's fair. You know, staying here for pettiness is what gets most things done, after all. I heard rumors people have been making about you being kidnapped or infected, but you don't seem sick or gone. What are your thoughts on these accusations?
What are they talking about? I didn't know I was famous enough for people to start making conspiracies and rumors.
And our final question. Why can't you lock in? I bet my life savings on you thrice, and now I'm homeless and sleeping in a cardboard box.
Well, you win some, you lose some. I just happen to be losing quite a few. But evidently, not as much as you.
Well, he is paying our paychecks, so can we really complain too much? And that's all. Thank you for your time. You can go now. Isn't he great, folks? Even in last, he still manages to keep his spirits up. Or spirit, in this case. That's all we have for today, though. Everyone needs to start packing and preparing for the next long travel to the World Wide Web. We look forward to seeing you all there, and remember, the next race is going to be special. Make sure you signed your waivers and did your paperwork. and I'll see you there. I've been your host, Mike, and this is HPTT Live. I don't want to, go take a nap.